Hi, and welcome to a new episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up at Newman, and Victor is telling Lily to be patient. I'm sorry that I did not watch yesterday's episode. I was having a bit of an internet issue. Victor tells her to trust him in regards to someone who bought up the new investment that he had at Chancellor Winters. Then we go over to Society, and Diane and Jack ponder whether or not they should go over to talk to Billy because he's there talking with Zavon at the bar. And Jack thinks that Billy is having a short fuse lately. Then we see Kyle run into Audra at the athletic club. He goes to sit at her table, and Kyle tells her that he misses her, and Audra has been avoiding him. Then we see while they get close to talk, Nikki is there looking at them, and Audra tells Kyle to be patient. Nikki then interrupts and questions if they are being intimate. Audra claims that it's just business that they are discussing, but Nikki requested Kyle excuse them while they talk. Then we see Lily continues to question Victor about the investment and who he sold it to. But then we see Victoria comes and she interrupts. Then we see Lily leaves and Vic asks what it's about, but Victor tells her that it doesn't concern her. Then he admits that he owned a piece of Chancellor Winters, however, he just sold it. Then we see Victoria is in her head over the plaque that Victoria's plaque that her plaque that was taken down and Victor's plaque that's now hanging. And she brings it up to Victor, and Victor tells her that she has her office and it has walls. Then we see Vic thinks that Victor is punishing her for some reason. Back at Society, Jack, concerned that Billy is alerting Devon that they are going after Tucker. Now see Jack goes over and interrupts Devon and Billy, but Devon leaves, and Jack sternly asks Billy what the hell is he doing and why is he going behind his back. Then we see Billy wants to use Devon, and Jack doesn't want to use Devon. Billy defends that he made the right decision in telling Devon what Ashley told them, but Billy says that he has no regrets, and Jack doesn't want to pit Devon and Tucker against each other. They are family. Then we see at Newman, Victor defends that he is not punishing Vic. He likes her work so far and says that, however, his company has become fractured and disjointed, and Vic is a contributing factor to it. Then we see Vic says that Victor set her up to fail. Victor calls her out for not creating a united front in the company, especially with her brothers. Victor says that she leaves him no choice but to step in and clean things up. Vic tells Victor that it's his fault, not the kids, why everything is disjointed. Then we see Lily goes over to Devon and tells him that Victor didn't tell her who is the new investor, but Lily thinks that it's Tucker. Devon questions why she thinks that it's Tucker, and she thinks that Victor is angry, thinks that Tucker is angry and wants to burn bridges. But Devon defends that Tucker wouldn't go behind his back. And he then mentions his talk with Billy and says that Jack and Billy thinks the same thing as Lily. Then we go back to Society, and Jack thinks that Devon will notify Tucker that they are coming for him. Jack doesn't agree with using and manipulating Devon in the process. Then we see Kyle is having tea alone at the coffee house, and he's reflecting on his times with Audra. Back at the athletic club, Nikki lectures Audra about her and Kyle and tells her that the interactions with Kyle is problematic. Audra says that she will not break the rules with her and Kyle, but Nikki requests that they let Kyle go from Newman. Audra doesn't want to do that, but Nikki says that it's best for him to move on so he won't have any further temptations. Nikki reveals that she knows that they are carrying on behind her back in secret and tells Audra to stop denying it. Says that this is Audra's last chance and tells her to notify Kyle of his termination. Then we see Devon thinks that Jack and Billy is overreacting and says that Billy is trying to recruit him for some reason. Thinks that Jack and Billy are being weird and no mention of Victor or the investment. So they says somehow Tucker doesn't have anything to do with it. Devon doesn't think that Tucker would be that stupid to jeopardize his relationship with him and his son. Devon says that Lily may be jumping to conclusions. Then we see Victor and Victoria continue to go off on each other loudly in the office. And Victoria questions why he is keeping her around if he's solely running the company. Victor tells her to accept it or leave. Victor says that she Victoria says that if she leaves, then everything will fall apart. Nikki then comes in and tells them to stop because they're pretty loud. Vic questions why she can't challenge Victor's decisions. Nikki says that they are going on a trip, so they will have time to work things out. But Victor says that he's not going. He has to finalize the changes in his company. Nikki says that's not what we agreed to, but Victor yells and tells her that his decision is final and he's done and he don't give a damn. Then we see Audra at Chancellor Park. Then Kyle comes and she tells him that Nikki knows about them. Audra tells Kyle that they have to stop, and she then fires Kyle and says that Nikki's demands, and Audra tells him that it's over on all counts and leave. Then we see Billy calls out Jack for not trusting him, and Jack tells Billy that he takes things personal. Then Diane comes over and stops them because they were getting loud. Billy leaves. Then we see Lily tells Devon that they are on the same team. Devon doesn't believe Tucker is their guy, but Lily is confident he is. Then we see Vic and Nikki discuss Victor's anger, and Nikki tells Vic to stop pushing Victor's buttons and says that Vic says that Nikki needs to realize that they are heading down the wrong directions and do something about it. Then we see Kyle is at the bar at the athletic club saying cheers to himself for being unemployed. Then we see Victor comes and he tells Victor that Nikki forced Audra to fire him, and Victor lets him know that it is his fault. Victor then tells him that he doesn't belong at Newman, he's an abbot, and he belongs with his family at Jabot. Then we see Jack tells Diane that he can't trust Billy anymore. Then Jack says that he's ready to cut the card and let Billy go. Then we see Billy goes to the jazz lounge and he reflects on his constant fuse with Jack. Then he takes Tucker to meet. Thanks for watching. Bye.